everyone. My name is Christine Shuhada. I lead the talent acquisition function here for CGI Canada. I'm very pleased to spend the next 30 minutes with you to discuss how we define career paths here at CGI. This is the last of this set of CGI Career Lab series that we've been hosting over the past 7 weeks. It's actually a great way to complete the series as we talk about now how our career paths work here at CGI. As I review this with you, maybe one thing you can take a look at is see how you fit your own profile into the career paths, I think. And if you have any questions, please make sure to ask them towards the end. I'm told that we will have these recorded sessions available as soon as next week on our CGI.com career sites. So please go ahead and check that starting next week. Please send your questions to chat and we will answer them. I'm told we have a team behind us here dedicated to respond to all the queries. We'll also be releasing an FAQ, so please check back for that as well. So again, welcome. So here, what I would like to share with you is how we share our career paths. So what we do is we have organized all our roles into what we call job families. We start with 5 very broad categories, and then we tuck the job families under these categories. Consult, design, deliver. That's where most of our technology related jobs sit. So example, business architecture to enterprise, systems and applications, QA, and data analytics all sit under consult, design, and deliver. And then we have operations, which has 8 families associated with this. Examples of operation could be infrastructure, ops control, then operation support, which we have 10 job families, from admin to facilities, vendor management, all kind of sit under that operation support, and then organizational leadership, where most of our leadership roles sit. And then finally, programs and project management. So that's generally how our paths start. So giving you guys one example, one of the job families that I want to describe to you is under operations, that broad category, and there are 8 job families that are associated with it. So giving you one example, so they're desktop delivery, incident problem, and change management, infrastructure, operations control, operations delivery, and so on and so forth. So that gives you just, again, a flavor of how our operations categories work. And then when you actually dig into the desktop delivery, you'll see that, these are the types of roles that usually in-person service-related incidents or requests for employers and users. They participate in supporting infrastructure-related equipment and support right through to admin or technical. And then they assist with also integration of solutions, new services, or operational changes. So you'll see some of the big roles that are associated there, and then the responsibilities that are tucked under each of these roles. Another job family, a category that we talked about today is consult, design, and deliver. And here we have 12 job families associated with that. So business architecture, business process, client engagement management, data analytics, enterprise architecture, management consulting. So again, what you'll see is a lot more sort of the technology related roles where they go all the way from looking at current IT systems and identifying new systems that'll fit the organizational need right through to systems and applications. And then it continues with marketing and solutions management, quality assurance and testing, security, systems and application, technology and solutions architecture, and user experience and design. Again, a very broad category that we tuck these 12 job families underneath them. When you look at business architecture, it focuses mostly on re-engineering business processes and requires a broad understanding of business, technology, and architecture concepts. This family creates insights and perspective into ingrained business planning or planning issues, functional interdependencies between business areas, and cross-organizational duplications. So some of the roles that you see there are listed as business analyst, lead business analyst, business system analyst, So some of the broad responsibilities, again, analyzing complex business process, leveraging technical skills to analyze complex business process, provides leadership in re-engineering business processes to be more efficient and or more effective. And then finally, the senior BA also to establish and contribute the re-engineered process can make to business objectives. So very much, again, all about focus on re-engineering of work. Okay. Number 9, tucked under, again, that broad category, another example we use is security. So there, again, some of the roles associated with security, security advisor, SOC security analyst, SOC security analyst, and then security solutions architect. So again, as an example, governance, risk management and compliance, security evaluations and test facility is all associated with that. And some of the key responsibilities could be looking at security evaluation and test facility, security applied engineering and evaluation, and of course, security architecture and design. So a lot of these families you'll find have specific titles associated with the roles, and then key responsibilities tucked under there as well. Okay. How we can help you grow. So here at CGI, we absolutely encourage our members to take a hold of their own career and take change and take shape of what you want to do here at CGI. However, we also have formal and informal mentorship programs. Obviously, our management support. We create personal career development plans alongside with the members. There's an amazing learning site called CGI Academia, which was actually recently recognized by external like vendors, where it's our learning portal for our members. So that's available to all our members. And then, of course, certifications, definitely that we ask our members to consider. And then there's a Key Achievers program as well, which is really for our high potential senior consultants that want to continue growing and developing. And it's a 1-year program that we help them develop. And finally, a mentorship program. So mentoring, we do internal and external mentorships. And that program is 100% sort of related to where you are in your career, whether you want it to grow sideways or upward, and we try and help our members develop their mentorship and their network inside and outside of CGI. Some practical information, please do check out our career site. This is where we have all our opportunities posted. We also ask you to create your own profile, and you can set up your own job alerts here. And then, of course, please take a look at our recruitment FAQs, because this will definitely help you along the process around how you can apply to jobs. Okay. So I hope that that was helpful, and it gave you an opportunity to further your understanding of how we have career paths here at CGI. Now what I'll do is I'll turn it over to you. We have the next 15 minutes to go through some of your queries and questions. And I know I'm not going to get all of them, but I will try and go down the list here for questions that are published. So just give me one moment. Okay, the first question is, I graduated in December, did my MBA from Carleton, kindly guide to get a job opportunity with CGI? Yes. So if you're a new grad, we do have a new grad program. Obviously, it's related to 2 areas, technology and in the business. We host new grad event days and applications 2 times a year. So the first entry point is November, where we will promote all our jobs October, November, and start them in January. and the next time we open up roles for new grads is in March. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. What would be a minimum requirement to apply for a junior job in IT at your firm? So, as I said, we do actually have, we do recruit new grads, we recruit co-ops as well. And so really many of these roles are available and posted on our career opportunities site. So please take a look at that. Junior roles in IT, it really just depends around where you're looking at getting in. But I would say, you know, service desk has a very different, it depends what you went to school with as well. And, but we do have our minimum requirements posted on our job descriptions. The next question, what characteristics and abilities does a successful employee here generally have? So very good question, George. I think that what we look for is, please do take a look at our career site. We do post our values and we absolutely follow that as a bit of a guide for us, because we want to make sure people fit the profile around our values. So those are very, very important attributes that we look at. But outside of that, you know, if you're actually asking about the job requirements, it's very, very clearly stipulated in our postings. But yes, please do take a look at our values, because I think that will help you as well in terms of characteristics. Do you have the rules or policy in case of working performance, like if someone cannot finish a project on time? So definitely, we work with, you will work with your managers to make sure that projects are established and roles and responsibilities are there. So please do, you know, we encourage all our members to speak with their managers and make sure that that is very clear and understood. Oh, sorry, I just lost my, okay. Can I ask a question relating to my recent job application? I'm a new grad with 4 years of experience. I have a master's degree and I'm keen on opportunities. Yeah, so that's a very specific question, and obviously I will not be able to answer that because I need to look that up. But please do follow up. You can send we'll follow up with you actually on that job posting. So yeah, not to worry. We will definitely follow through on that one. Okay. It says, hello, HR, I'm currently in Calgary. Oh, Vera, you're going to answer that one? Okay. Will there be a co-op opportunity for fall? Absolutely. So we do recruit for September to December co-op opportunities. We begin to post those in July. And so we will definitely do the same. So please look for opportunities in our campus and new grad site on CGI.com. I've applied for June cohort for new grad in mid-January. So when can I expect? Yeah, unfortunately, all our new grad roles for June have been completed. We still have a few opportunities available, so please do look for those. They are being published still, and so you know, we do try and give you guys all some feedback, immediate feedback on your applications. But just to give you an idea, we had over 1,200 applicants come through for our new grad opportunity. So I'm not sure if the team have been able to respond to all of them, but definitely I know we still have a few open. So please do make sure to to look for the postings. Okay. How many years of experience do I need to get data analyst or data scientist jobs? So you will see that all our postings are very clearly marked around the number of years of experience that you need to have. For data scientists and data analysts, really varies depending if they're looking for a person with a lot more experience, and definitely we have both junior and more experienced type of data analyst type roles. So please do look for that experience side of the job posting. How do I know which TA, advisor, recruiter posted a certain job, and how can I follow up on a job application? Yeah, you will not be able to know unless you track it down on their, if they posted it on their LinkedIn site as well, that same job. But you can ask the question because we do have a recruiting.com email that you can send your questions to, and that will get responded. All right. Sorry, my mouse keeps bouncing up and down, so I'm just going down, trying not to miss too many here. Okay, so Basil asked, I will be joining CGI's new grad program this summer, and I'm thrilled to leverage the resources to grow. Can you please elaborate more on CGI Academia and Key Achievers? Also, whom can I consult for more details on those programs and upcoming onboarding? Right. So if you are coming into our new grad program that begins in June, you will receive a note just a few days before your start date, and you will know how that will work. In terms of learning and development and CGI Academia, that is available to every member. So it is a learning portal that you go into, and I believe it's linked to a couple of technology software platforms as well as other management type of foundation type programs. And so you will definitely have access to that all. Key Achievers, that's for, as I said, I think senior consultants that have been here and want to continue progressing. It is something that your manager will recognize you for and put your name up for that program. So it is something identified by your manager. I'm looking for an internship opportunity as a desktop or service desk technician in fall. Please let me know what is required. So again, all the requirements are posted on our job posting. Please do apply. We do publish our for those roles all the time. And so just look for the opportunity. It's available in English and in French. And really, we are, most of these roles are fairly remote now. And so really, we're taking applications from wherever you're located. I applied for a job, but I've yet to receive feedback. How long does it normally take to review applications and revert? Really hard to say. If it's a role that's very well attract a number of applicants, it does take the recruiter a little bit more time, but we will definitely come back to you all with some kind of feedback, either by email or by phone. Do all applicants who have not been qualified for a role get the decline email? They should. But again, because we've been hit with quite a few volume areas of volume, you'll find that that it will take a little bit of time before all the emails are submitted out. But it is something we're working on to make sure that all our applicants get some feedback. I'm a Master's of Science and Information Technology. I have 5 years of experience in IT. Out of these 5 years, I spent a year in QA. Am I eligible? I would suggest that really hard to say from that. I know QA, QE is definitely a role that we're recruiting in a few of our business units. So I would suggest that take a look at, again, the job description and the requirements, and I would encourage you to apply. Okay. What does an inactive role mean? Is there any possibility to become active again? You really shouldn't see inactive roles because it means we've not published them. So I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, you should only see active roles that are published on our career site. Do you have any return to work opportunities for women after a break? I would suggest that, again, take a look at our career opportunities and have a look at, what you did last and what would be the most suitable. We also work with organizations like Empower and Access that are really primed to do a little bit of reskilling. And we work through those organizations to help, position anyone in whatever situation they are and recruit them back into employment. So perhaps that might be a more helpful avenue for you. How long would I consider myself as a new grad? That's a good question. We typically would say it's really not an age thing. It's more the number of years you've, graduated and working. And so typically we say it's 12 months after you graduate. I have been a bit more flexible, I know, with more recent applications, 12 to 18 months, but generally it's around 12 months after you graduate. It says a few of the requirements ask for 3 years of minimum experience, even for a junior position. Can someone with a half a year of experience with all the required skills still apply? Definitely. Why not? I think that it really is. We try not look at years. We try and look at more skill set and the capability and the relevant type of work that you've done. And we're trying to move away from time. It is challenging, as you can imagine, because it's also the clients that we work with. But I think if you are a skilled developer and you've had some interesting language type of experience with your skills, then that definitely we're encouraging our business to look at that as well, rather than years of experience. So good question. How many interviews happen in the process of selection, and what if I would be applying for full stack or Java? So here at CGI, we try and not do more than a couple of years of, sorry, I'm reading a couple of questions here. We try and not do more than 2 interviews, or we'll do it sort of coupled with a couple of individuals so that you don't have to come in multiple times. But we do sometimes also need for the candidates to meet our potential clients. So that could possibly fit in as another interview, but we try and not to deliberate more than 2 interviews. And now that we're all virtual, you know that most of our interviews are done through Teams, and that's through a video interview. Okay. A couple of questions here related to mentorship. So I would say that most of our mentorship here at CGI are with the members internally, and they are relatively informal, I would say. The ones that are more formalized are experiences with external partners. So I would say school is a really, really good example. So for example, at Ryerson, we partnered with a more formal mentorship program where we mentored with 15 students. But those examples sort of are across Canada, where we will partner with schools to facilitate a mentoring program. The other type of mentorship partnership, we've not quite delved into it, but that's sort of more related to women in technology, and we're working with Women in Leadership Foundation with that, where we're going to do some external partner and mentorship programs related to that. I see some questions related to how do I reach out to my recruiter. So again, you know, we obviously don't post all our recruiter titles, but if you're really struggling and not getting feedback, please feel free to reach out. I can try and help out as much as possible around making sure that you hear something back. So don't feel free to connect with me. Should the IT learn some financial knowledge to get promoted in CGI after several years working or coding? That's a really good question. It just really depends what you're interested in, right? So I don't think it's sort of one related to the other in terms of promotion. I think it's just what you're interested in, right? But I wouldn't say all our IT skills need to have financial knowledge. If you truly are a developer, for example, or a programmer, you know, we don't really need you to have financial acumen. It's good if you want to get into sales, or if you want to go into project management, you absolutely will need that. But if you want to stay in the development side or a QA, QE, you will not need to develop financial acumen. There's some questions here related to, specific roles. Definitely, I would encourage you all to take a look at our postings. It would be really clear and marked around the type of background you can have, but there's some really good skills that I see published here around AEC training or Azure and AWS. Yes, we're in need for all that. So just have a look at the opportunities and apply to the postings. Okay, so I see that we're at 6 minutes after the half hour. Again, I want to say thank you very much for attending this career lab, and I wish everyone much success. Very happy to have you join. And then, like I said, please do check on our career site next week, as we will have these recordings posted.